तो बांग्ला सुनते रहते हैं मेरे साथ, ये बांग्ला बात करते रहते हैं। गुजराती है ना, अच्छी सब्जी का बोल देते हो, छे केम छे बोलते केम छे, मुझे याद है ना।
Speaking something about Gujarati language. In Gujarati language, they use che che a lot. In Gujarati language, they use che che a lot. So, first, I offer obeisances to my beloved Guru Nitya Prabhu Vishnu Pada Vaman Goswami Maharaj and Nitya Prabhu Vishnu Pada Bhakti-marga Narayan Goswami Maharaj. I offer my humble obeisances into the lotus feet. Then Nitya Prabhu Vishnu Pada Ashtotra Sacham Bhakti-marga Swami Maharaj and all the Vaishnavas who are here. I offer my Dandavat Pranams obeisances to everybody. It's a very sweet thing today that we are sitting under the shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The beloved of Srimati Radhika, the Vrajendra-nandana Shyam Sundar, Radha Madhavji, in their lotus feet we are sitting here today. Yesterday I also explained that so beautiful form of Krishna. Who can explain? Among all the pastimes of Krishna, the topmost pastime is the human-like pastime that he is performing in a very youthful, bright form. Caitanya Mahaprabhu, he expressed in front of Sanatana Gosvami. He said, Sanatan, listen how Krishna looks. God, called Adda Gyan Patata, Nadayam Iti Adda, means he is one. God is one. With this natural potency, he manifested many forms. Seva Goswami Pada expresses Ekameva Param Tattvam. With his inconceivable potencies, he manifested many forms. God is one. With his natural inconceivable potency, he manifests many forms. This is potency of God. He is one. According to conclusions by scriptures, God is one. God is one. But to increase the sweetness in pastimes, he manifests many forms. Why? Because Krishna is divine ocean of rasa. He wants to taste the divine mellows. That's why he manifests many forms. How? With his natural inconceivable potency, he manifests these forms. One, he is himself Vrajendra-nandana Shyam Sundar. Himself, he is residing in Vraj in form of Vrajendra-nandana Shyam Sundar. That is the main form of God, the original one. That same God, he manifests three more forms. Depending on the front of the devotees. For example, in front of a knowledgeable person, he comes in front of Brahma, in front of yogi, he comes of Paramatma, and in front of a devotee, he comes as his own form. So, depending on the mood of the devotees, God, he manifests the form depending on the mood of the devotees in front of them. Knowledgeable people who are following the path of knowledge, they want to take darsana of God in form of Brahma. That's why God, he manifests form of Brahma. It's called Brahma. God is one. He's manifesting these forms in front of a person seeking knowledge. He comes in front of them in form of Brahma. In front of yogis, he comes in front of Paramatma, the super soul. And in front of devotee, he comes in his full form. There are all kind of opulences in God. So these are the qualities of God. And then there are two kind of devotees. One are following the path of opulence, one are following the path of sweetness. In front of those who are following the path of opulence, he manifests form of Narayan with his four-limb form. That take darsana of my opulent form. I am Narayan. In front of Devaki Vasudev, in the prison of Kans, he came in form of Chaturbhuj. And that same Krishna, in front of Nanda and Yashoda, he is like a little baby, little cowherd boy. He took birth from his mother's womb. Krishna, he is unborn, but yet, to make the pastime happen, he took birth from the womb of Mother Yashoda. Srimad Bhagavatam, it is expressed. It is very beautiful. Mr. Caitanya Mahaprabhu is saying, Sanatana, listen. Among all the pastimes of Krishna, the topmost pastime is the human-like pastime that he is doing. He is in form of a beautiful cowherd boy and playing the flute. Among all the leelas of Krishna, he is doing them like human-like. In front of the Madhura devotees, he is like, he knows everything, but he acts like he does not know anything. So these are the qualities, like Sarvagyata and Mugdata. Like he does not know anything and simultaneously he knows everything. His main form is the Vrajendra-nandana Shyam Sundar. It's called the original and main form. Vrajendra-nandana Shyam Sundar, who is holding a beautiful flute. With a threefold bend form, he is playing beautiful flute and he is bewildering the hearts of everybody and attracting everybody. He attracts everybody. How beautiful explanation is this? With his sidelong glances, he is attracting everybody. Such a beautiful form it is. The form is so beautiful. The glow is so much effulging from him. This is such beautiful form. Beautiful glow is effulging from his body. The gopis drink the nectar of that glow and they get absorbed in bliss. Manifests so beautiful, youthful form. Govind is so beautiful. So the original form of Krishna is Tribhuj Murlidhar. Threefold bent form is holding a flute and playing the flute. In Vrindavan, he manifests so beautiful form. He attracts everybody. It's like the essence of all Lavanya. What is Lavanya? Like the glow coming from like a pearl. It reflects and it attracts everybody. It's so beautiful. The form of Krishna is so beautiful, not possible to express in words. Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying, when Govinda in Rasasthali, with the gopis, especially with Srimati Radhika, when they stand up, when Srimati Radhika is standing on his left, Govinda's form is so beautiful. How to express? The whole Lavanya is there. He's wearing Vajanti Mala in his neck, and he wears a peacock feather. That same Govinda, when with his friends, he's embracing his friends, and he's putting his arm around the shoulder of his friend and walking for cow herding. The beautiful form of Krishna while cow herding is also so unique and unparalleled. The eyes are successful if they get this darshan. Those who have not seen this darshan, they are unfortunate. This is the purpose of eyes, to take darshan. Srimati Radhika is saying, what is the best thing an eyes can do? Why has God given eyes? To take darshan and see the beautiful form of Krishna. No other reason. God has given eyes for what? So that it enables us to see the beautiful form of Govinda. Nothing else. And when Krishna, with Balram, with his friends, goes for cow herding, that specific form is so unique and unparalleled. Srimati Radhika is saying, if eyes does not see Govinda, the eyes are useless. May they be destroyed. May such eyes burn if they don't get to see Krishna. This is the kirtan of Vraj. If not seeing the Krishna, the Govinda, then may those eyes burn because they are useless. See, there's so much bliss in taking darshan of Govinda. Such beautiful form of Krishna, the sweetness of his form is being expressed here. Such a beautiful form. That's why this is the original form, the main one. And depending on the mood of the devotees, he manifests his opulence in front of them. If someone in the mood of dasya bhav, the mood of being a servant, and mood of friendship, paramour mood, so the different kinds of devotees. Depending on the mood of the devotee, God, he manifests the form that they want to see. God is one, but he's manifesting many forms. In Srimad Bhagavatam it is explained. When Krishna, he entered the palace of Kansa, all the type of devotees were there. The Krishna was one. He was about to fight. He was looking like a huge walking weapon. It's like if he punches someone, the hand will break. Like wrestlers. The wrestlers, they were big wrestlers and they saw Krishna and they were like, oh my God, Krishna is so powerful. They were saying how to possible to fight him. There's like wrestling. They grab each other and they throw each other down. It's like a huge body is like an iron. They were seeing Krishna like he has a body of iron and he's very powerful. The other kings, those who were in the palace of Kansa, they were like, oh, it seems like a big king. Vajrapati Kansa, oh, it's like my death is walking towards me. The Kansa took darshan of Krishna this way. He was thinking that Krishna is like his death is walking in front of him. And look, in that same assembly, there were some mothers. And they were seeing Krishna is like a little baby. Not even his teeth are grown now. He's such a little newborn baby. The mothers were seeing Krishna was one, but different people were seeing in different forms. What the gopis? Gopis were seeing like Kamdev is walking in front of them. Kamdev, it's like the god of transcendental lust. So God is one, but his inconceivable potencies is manifest many forms, depending on the mood of devotee. Mother Yashoda, what is she saying? She's saying, my little baby Krishna, not more than 5 to 7 years old. See, Sakhas, what they are seeing, that oh, he's our friend. Around 7. They have mood of opulence and they see Krishna like this. They say, wow, Krishna is so huge and very opulent. Because God is one. Once upon a time in Dwarka pastime, Krishna, he said to Garuda, Garud, go and give this news to Hanuman. Garudji fly and he went to Kishkindha, where Hanumanji was chanting the names of Shri Ram, because he's devotee of Ramchandra. And Garudji came and said, Hanumanji? Hanumanji said, yes, what happened? He said, I'm coming from Prabhu. He sent to me. Yadavendra, the king of Yadavas, is inviting you. Hanumanji said, I'm not well. I'll come after 2 days maybe. So Garudji came back. He came and said to Prabhu, he said to Krishna, Prabhu, Hanumanji, I gave news to him and he said I will come after a few days because he's feeling unwell. He gave news that the king of Yadavas is calling you. It's like a wrong, misleading news. He gave a wrong, misleading news that you understood it wrong. Why? He said, go and tell him the king of Raghavas, the Raghavendra, is calling you. Then Garudaji flied again back to him and said to Hanumanji, he said, yes, you just came now. He said, why? He said, oh, I gave you wrong message. Because sometimes it is wrong messages communicated. Like there's a problem in printing of the newspapers. He said, okay, what happened? He said, not Yadavendra, Raghavendra, the king of Raghavas is calling you. Raghavendra, meaning Shri Ram. Hanumanji, Raghavendra means Shri Ram. Hanumanji is the Premi Bhakt of Srimad Ramchandra, and he started to cry. He said, oh, my Prabhu is calling me. I'm coming. Before he said I'll come after a few days, but now he heard the name of Ramchandra and he was like, I will go right now. Before even finishing his Gayatri mantra, Hanumanji took a jump and chanted Shri Ramchandra. He took one jump and he reached Dwarka. And here Krishna said, oh, big brother, Dao Bhaiya, Hanumanji is coming, you take form of Lakshman. Then Krishna took form of Ramchandra and Baldev Prabhu took form of Lakshman. And Rukmini Devi, she took form of Sita ji. Ram, Sita and Lakshman. Hanaju came and gave pranams. Prabhu, you are so nice, you are so glorious, you gave me darshan, you remembered me. Then Ramchandra said, Hanumanji, it's been so many days, so I decided to take darshan. Now go back to Kishkinda. Now you have taken darshan. What did Hanumanji see?
Ram,
He
Lakshman,
saw Ram, Lakshman and
Sita.
Sita.
Hanumanji was darshan.
Hanumanji seeing this. Because
Ishtadev
Hanumanji has his worshipable deities. When worshipable deities called him, he felt so blissful.
प्रभु के आदेश प्राप्त करके
Hanumanji received the instructions of God and then he flight back. And Garudaji was coming. Garudaji was on the way back to Dwarka from Kishkinda. In the middle,
गुरुजी बोले हनुमान जी आप कहाँ से
Garuda said, Hanumanji, where are you coming from?
प्रभु के दर्शन करके आ
He said, I'm coming from Prabhu. I'm coming to after taking darshan of my Prabhu. He said, how possible?
मेरे प्रभु जब
He
मुझे
said,
बुला रहे हैं
my Prabhuji called me, so I cannot, I will become very restless. I want to go and see him. Who is my worshipable deities? Hanumanji said, my worshipable deities Ram, Lakshman and Sita Ramchandra. And they called me, so I ran quickly. Ramchandra ki jai.
गुरुजी विचार कर
Garudaji was thinking,
इसलिए कीर्तन करते हैं
if there's a kirtan in Hindi,
राम के चले ना हनुमान वीना
so the world will not work without Sri Ramchandra and Sri Ramchandra does not work without Hanuman. This is a beautiful Hindi kirtan.
रामचंद्र और
Ram and Hanuman, like servant and God, like they have such a beautiful relationship.
भक्त होते हैं
Depending on the mood of the devotee, God, he manifests his form as per the mood of the devotee.
यही तो दिखा रही
So this is being expressed here.
हनुमान जी
Like Hanumanji,
देवेंद्र के रूप में दर्शन
he did not see the form of Krishna, he saw the form of Ramchandra.
और रामचंद्र के रूप दर्शन करने में कितने उत्कंठित हुए जैसे जैसे भक्त होते हैं
Depending on the mood of the devotee,
भगवान उस
in front of them God, he manifests his form.
यही तो कार्य शास्त्र
This is coming in scriptures.
एक में वो परम तत्व एक ही है
There is only one Param Tattva. There is one supreme absolute truth. With his inconceivable potency, he manifests many forms.
भक्त की महिमा
The glories of God, glories of devotee.
देखो आइए कथा में
So let's come back in Katha.
के सर्वश्रेष्ठ रूप कौन है
The topmost form of God is the
द्विभुज मुरलीधर
is the Tribhuj Murlidhar, the one who is threefold bent form and holding a flute. Raghavendra.
Tamahang bhajami Govindam Adipurusam Tamahang bhajami Govindam Adipurusam Tamahang bhajami Govindam Adipurusam Tamahang bhajami आदि परम पुरुष कौन है
Supreme Personality Vrajendra-nandana Shyam Sundar. In Brahma Samhita, Brahmaji has given evidence.
आदि गुरु कौन है ब्रह्मा जी
Who is the Adi Guru? Brahmaji. Brahmaji is saying,
और गुरु बात को तो मानना पड़ेगा
you have to believe what our Guru is saying, right? So Brahmaji is saying,
गोविंदम आदि गुरु समतमं भजन ईश्वर परम कृष्ण सच्चिदानंद विग्रह अनादि आदि गोविंद सर्व कारण कारण गोविंद छोड़कर कोई वस्तु है जो
apart from Govinda,
गोविंद छोड़
nothing else. Because Govinda is Adi Purusham, he is the topmost, the supreme.
गोविंद दीदी गोविंद
Govinda. Go means the senses.
आनंद दीदी गोविंद
And Ninda means like the senses.
जिनके दर्शन
Like in the senses in bliss.
उत्फुल्लित हो जाता है
Like all the senses get absorbed in bliss when we take his darshan. That is the meaning of the word Govinda.
भगवान के जितने रूप है
Among all the forms of Krishna, the topmost form of God is the Shyam Sundar.
महाप्रभु का
That's what Mahaprabhu is saying. Among all the pastimes of Krishna, the topmost pastime is the human-like pastime.
गोपोवेश वेणु
A beautiful cowherd boy who's holding a flute in a youthful form. And he's performing lila like a human.
और कृष्ण कैसे लीला आदि करते हैं
Krishna is doing lila like bilkul human-like baby.
लोकवत्तु लीला कैवलम और ब्रजवासी लोग
All the
कृष्ण के
Brajavasis,
साथ कैसे संबंध रखते
they have relationship with Krishna like they have a family-like relationship. God does not believe it.
कृष्ण के जितने भी भगवत्ता की प्रकाश हुई
All the
कहीं नहीं
all the opulence manifested in Braj. Krishna manifested all his opulences in Braj, but yet the Brajvasis did not believe that Krishna is God. And they have the relationship with Krishna like he's a family member. So Brahmaji was thinking once upon a time, he was like, Pura Brahma Sanatan Purush, the beloved of Brajvasis. And how Krishna is playing with the Brajvasis. The opulence, his opulence in Braj, all the opulence he manifested, but he does not manifest such opulences anywhere else. He manifested all of his opulences in Braj. So surprising. Like he lifted up Giriraj Govardhan for 7 days, 7 nights. Is it possible for human? He danced on the thousands of heads of Kaliya snake. Krishna danced on his heads. He's expressing his beautiful dance art form. Here if a snake will come, we will scare off. We'll scare away from him. We'll be afraid if a snake comes. We'll bring a stick to scare it. But what did Krishna do? He danced on the head, thousands of heads of a deadly snake, Kaliya. Kaliya was not ordinary. The wives of Kaliya are saying, what did Kaliya Nag do to get his footprints on your head, on his head? Kaliya Nag, they're saying, our husband was very, very bad. He did all bad behaviors. But see his fortune. It would have been good if he had died. Because he is bad. Because he was opposing Krishna. The wives of Kaliya are saying this. Because to attain the dust of lotus feet of Krishna, to attain the dust of lotus feet of Krishna, even till today, Lakshmi Devi in Vrindavan, in Belwan, she is performing austerities. She could not attain it yet. Brahma and big demigods, they are making so much efforts to attain the light that's effulging from the nail of Krishna. Krishna Deva Bhavantam Vande. Rupa Goswami Pad is saying, Brahma and big demigods are not ordinary. In their hearts, sometimes it manifests, sometimes unmanifest. And that same Krishna, on the heads of Kaliya's deadly snake, he is dancing on his heads. On the fins of the snake. Brahma, Shiva, big demigods, they cannot attain it. Even Lakshmi Devi could not attain the lotus feet of Krishna. And as this husband, how did he attain the lotus feet of Krishna? The dust of lotus feet of Govinda is so hard to attain it. And that same Govinda, he's hankering, he's doing efforts to attain whose lotus feet? Srimati Radhika. In Seva Kunja, once upon a time there was Rasa going on. After Rasa, Radha and Krishna, the Rasa finished. In Seva Kunja, there is like eternal Rasa going on. Like eternally, it is going on. Even till now, right now, it's going on. After 12 to 2, so 12 p.m. to 12 a.m. to 2 a.m. In Seva Kunja Nidhi 1, no one is there. Even the monkeys, they come out. You can go in Vrindavan and you can see that from 12 to 2, no one is there. From those 2 to 3 hours, no one is there. You won't even see a monkey.
कोई रास दर्शन किसका नहीं होता
No one can take darshan of Ras.
रास ऐसे ही।
The Ras goes on there.
कोई कोई लोग कहते बोले आ रही है
Some
ऐसे ही
people
बैठे।
say,
कोई
oh,
लोग
they are not,
अंदर में
they are
रह
just
जाता है,
going
वो
on.
दूसरे दिन उसके शरीर छोड़ जाता है।
Like those who stay inside and they die. Those who try to stay inside forcefully, they die or they become mad.
सारे बंदर निकल कर आज तक
The
भी
monkeys,
साइंटिस्ट
even till today, the
विचार करते हैं,
scientists are
है क्या?
thinking that what is there? Even the scientists are
अपने मन में
worried.
कुछ बोल देते हैं।
They're thinking what they are saying by their own minds. No, but this is true. The Radha and Govinda, the Ras is going on there. This is true. But it's not possible for everybody to realize. So I'm saying this because Radha did Ras with gopis and Radha. After the Ras, Krishna came out
सेवा कुंज से बाहर आ गई
came out of Seva Kunja,
और बाहर के चले जमुना के तट पर पीछे चलने लगे प्रिया प्रियाजू
and he went to the
और पीछे
banks of the Yamuna, the lover and the beloved both. The Asht Sakhis were coming behind them, and behind them other Sakhis and Manjris were coming. So they all were going to the banks of Yamuna.
सुंदर पवित्र
Today
और कोमल बालू पर रवि चरण करे
they will walk near the banks of Yamuna.
और चलने लगे कौन प्रिया
Who?
प्रियाजू
The lover and beloved, Krishna and Srimati Radhika. They both were walking. So Krishna saw
चरण में
on the feet of Srimati Radhika there was some dust, there's some sand. It got stuck on the feet of Srimati Radhika. Krishna said,
राधे
Radhe,
तुम्हारे चरण में तो धूल लग गया
on your feet there was some sand.
मैं पकड़
Let me clean it. Let me clean your feet and remove the sand.
राधा जी
Srimati Radhika said no.
कृष्ण करने लगे क्यों
Krishna said, why?
मैं झाड़ देता हूँ
Let me clean it. Take that sand off. Radhaji said no.
बार बार जब कृष्ण जेल
When again and again Krishna was being stubborn,
आग्रह करने लगे
he was insisting, let me clean. Hey Radhe,
तुम्हारे चरण को मैं साफ कर देता
I want to clean your feet.
हूँ तुम्हारे चरण में
There's
ज्यादा
so
धूल
much
लग
sand in your
गई।
feet.
राधा जी ने
Srimati Radhika,
अंत में क्या उत्तर
at
दिया
the end she said,
जानते हो
do you know what
राधा
she
जी
said?
करुणामयी है
Radhaji is so merciful. She said, Sham Sundar, listen.
मेरे चरण के कोई एक बार
For once, even some take shelter of my lotus feet. I never take them off
उसके अलग नहीं कर
of my feet. I never take them away from me.
कोई एक बार आश्चर्य कर ले
Even for once,
हैं?
someone takes shelter of my lotus feet.
एक बार चरण का आश्चर्य
The sand has touched my feet and is taking shelter of my feet, so I cannot remove it.
चरण से मैं इसको कभी बिछोड़ नहीं करता
I never let them go away from my lotus feet. Once who comes under my shelter.
मेरे ब्रज में कीर्तन
In Braj there's a kirtan.
है हे राधे
Radhe,
मेरे चरण की धूल बन जाओ
please let me become the dust of her lotus feet. The Brajvasis are doing this kirtan. Radhe,
तेरी चरण की मैं
let me become the dust of your lotus feet.
तुम मुझे कभी छोड़ोगे नहीं
You will never leave me then.
कृष्ण छोड़ करके चले गए
Krishna, he may
तो
leave.
करुणां कुरुमयी राधा जी कहती
But
है
Srimati Radhika
नहीं,
says,
एक बार सर, मैं अब
if you come in my shelter and never remove them, like it's like she always keeps. Such beautiful mood and compassion is of Srimati Radhika.
राधा जी क्या
See what Srimati Radhika is thinking.
हमारी श्री रूप गोस्वामी पाद
Rupa Goswami Pad in Lalita Ashtakam he is writing,
जंकमपि ब्रजप्ले विश्वभानु जाया ब्रज में कोई भी व्यक्ति
In
इतना
Braj,
मन में सोच ले
if someone thinks for 1 second,
हे राधे,
what?
मैं तेरे सखी बनना चाहती
Oh Radha, I want to become your
हूँ, तेरे
Sakhi.
सखी का बनना चाहती हूँ।
I want to become your maid servant. I want to become
ये जो
servant.
शब्द एक बार ललिता जी के कान में पड़ जाए
These words enter the ears of Lalita Devi.
और ललिता देवी क्या करती है
And Lalita Devi,
उसी व्यक्ति के साथ
she grabs that person
राधा जी के चरण
and
में
offer that person into the feet of Srimati Radhika.
विश्वभानु जाया
Put them in service.
विश्वभानु जाया श्रीमती राधा रानी की कोई एक बार दासी बनना चाहती है।
I want to become the maid servant of Srimati Radhika.
अब कमेंट हम तो कितने बार बोलते हैं
You are saying, we say it many times. Humans say many times. Many
हम लोग मन
humans.
से नहीं बोलते हम जब बोलेंगे
When
ना,
we
राधे,
when we say from our heart, we're not saying it from deep of our hearts. If we say from the depth of the heart, then it will happen.
राधा जी तत्क्षणात तद्दत घटेन ललिता अष्टमी में है ना
In Lalita Ashtaka is coming.
जंकमपि ब्रजकुले विश्वभानु जाया
If we speak it from the depth of our heart that Srimati Radhika is going to become your safe maid servant, then Lalita Devi will hear and offer us into the feet of Srimati Radhika. Such beautiful this
ललिता
is.
जी और भी कुछ नाम
Lalita Devi is even more merciful.
ललिता सुललिता
Do you want to become? We don't want to become. If we want, then we would have attained it. In this shloka it is coming. If someone just has this desire, from outside we are saying we want it, but we do all the material responsibilities and then we think, oh, let my daughter be married, let my son, after my son's marriage, my granddaughter, my grandson, all they are happy, then we'll think of it. Let all my relatives be pleased, then maybe I'll do bhakti. It's not coming from the deep within the heart. The conditioned souls, they have so many desires in the heart. So many desires. They are coming automatically in the heart of the conditioned souls. When you have this only one desire in your heart, that I only want your lotus feet, Srimati Radhika, then Srimati Radhika will accept. So when there's only this one desire, listen properly, carefully. This is the katha of a kunja. On Tuesday they worship Hanumanji. So there's a Hanuman temple nearby. So we'll go to the temple. The pujari will say, give some donation. The temple priest will take money from me. The person was saying. And then if I go there, then it will take so much money. In Vrindavan, the people there, they will stand in front of Yamuna. They'll chant mantras. And they use one same nariyal with many people. Like everyone throws the same coconut in the Yamuna. You have to give them money also. If you don't give money to them, they will abuse you. And they will say 11,000 rupees, this much, like 500,000 rupees, give this. So person said, I will not go. I'll go temple anywhere. They take so much donation. They will trick me. And I will not get trapped by them. In Brahman sadhu is like their trap. I don't want to go there. Sadhu and Brahman, I don't want to go to them. A person was saying, understand? You go, then they're like, oh, offer 10 rupees here, 10 rupees there, this, that. They will finish your money. So I will not go to temple. I will not go to the saints and Brahmans. The wife said, okay, go at least once. Go to temple. Then so it was Tuesday. So it was on Tuesday. He went. The network is freezing. So Saturday and Tuesday. So there are different demigods at different days. So it was around. So wife said, okay, go to temple. Went to temple. We worship Hanumanji Tuesday. And after that, the temple priest, he did Aarti. In one his hand he was holding Aarti. Another hand he was holding an empty plate. People were like offering some coins. The person became afraid. Like, oh, now I have to give my money. Oh, people, they say I'm miser. Many people say this to me. So today he took out one coin, like 1 rupee coin. He was holding in his hand and grabbing it tightly. When the priest came and he was coming to him, he went back. he was like giving that, showing to everybody that I will give this donation at the end. The priest was coming in front of everybody and giving arati to everybody, and whoever was giving 1 rupee, 10 rupees, 25 cents, whoever was giving in the plate, he came, everybody gave, and the priest came to that person, and the priest came, and the person, he had grabbed that coin in his hand, and it was summertime, so his hand was full of sweat. When he opened his hand and he saw that 1 rupee, it was completely wet with sweat. Then he blew it and he said, "Oh Lakshmi Devi, you don't want to go. Why are you crying?" He was saying to the coin, "Oh coin, why are you crying?" And like, "Oh no, I'll not give you." And then he kept and packed the coin back in his pocket, and he came back. So in India, people call Lakshmi as money sometimes, so that's what good is saying. So the wife said, "Oh, I went to offer 1 rupee coin. Then I saw this coin is like Lakshmi. And then I saw the coin was crying, so I bring back the coin. I did not offer the coin." So I'm saying this because I'm not saying this, but there are many people like this in the world also. They don't want to serve God. But in Braj it is coming. In Braj, even one person in front of God, just they pray. In front of Radhaji they pray, "Radhe, I want to be your maid servant. Please accept me and give shelter at your lotus feet." These words enter the ears of Lalita Devi. And Lalita Devi simultaneously grabs the person and offers that person into Srimati Radhika. We have to say it by our heart. We are praying from outside, but we are not praying from the depth of our hearts. The day when we pray from our depth of the heart, inner core of heart, when we pray from there, then God will hear us. Now we are saying there's so much duplicity and hypocrisy from outside, deceit. And whatever we do, we want to keep everything in balance. Our material life work okay, and spiritual life also work okay. We want to balance both of them. No. Like in one cover, 2 swords cannot be kept. Like here or there, you have to decide. It's like a Hindi proverb. Like you have to choose. What is the meaning? In reality, we have to see. The day when we come in feet of Govinda, giving up everything, then Govind will give mercy. Radhaji will give mercy. She's waiting to give mercy. She's merciful. She's waiting to give mercy. Radhaji is giving mercy. But we are not able to accept that mercy. The question will come, because our fortune has not arisen. There are not so much sukritis to accept that, to receive it. There's lack of sukriti. I'm not blaming anyone. I'm not putting an allegation or blame here. But that fortune is not coming, the sukritis are not there. That's why we are not able to receive it. But yet slowly and slowly doing bhajan, sadhan, with the mercy of Sant Mahatma, this will happen one day for sure. Pray. We don't have anything. Cry and pray in front of God. Oh God, I have no capability. I'm completely unable. I have no power. You give me mercy and give me some power. What can else you pray to God? I have no power. I have no knowledge. Please accept me If you see my qualities, they are nothing. Everything is your mercy. If you don't shower the mercy, then I will not be able to survive. O Gurudev, give me a drop of mercy. Give the drop of mercy to this servant.
सकले सम्मान करिते सकति देहनाथ यथा जत आरे तबे तो कहिब हरि नाम सुखे अपराध हबे हत शक्ति बुद्धि आमी अति दीन कर्म रे आत्मसात जगता বিচারে কিছু নাই পাই তোমার করুণা সার আরে করুণা না হইলে কাঁদিয়া কাঁদিয়া প্রাণ না রাখিব আর प्रार्थना मूलक है बात ऐसी है अभी हम क्या कर सकते हैं
What can we do now?
भगवान निकट आते
We can come in front of God. We want to leave, but we are not able to leave. I'm not blaming anyone. The material attachments of this world, they have grabbed me like an octopus. We want to leave it. Whether be a renunciant or a material person, they want to leave. The Maya is very powerful. Maya, Prabal means very powerful. Leave this Maya is not easy. Even in scriptures it is coming. Forget about someone else. Even the highest personalities, when they take birth here, they get trapped by Maya. So God is saying in Gita, Maya is very powerful. Maya of God is very, very powerful. It's very hard. Not easy to win over it. What to do then? There is only one solution. Just pray to God. Come in temple, in front of Thakurji, in front of Guru, we should pray. Oh Prabhu, please pick us out from this trap of Maya, from this net of Maya. Oh Thakur Gaurang, please give me mercy. We come in temple only for this reason. Prabhu, this is your Maya. This is created by you. You give mercy. And please give me a place in your lotus feet. That's why we come in temple in front of Thakurji and pray. Because we can pray for now. Okay, so let's get back in Katha. The time is almost up. 5 minutes are left. Govinda is such a beautiful form. If you take darshan of that, such a person won't have desire to see anything else. If Krishna gives his darshan, he won't want to see anything else. Vilamangal took darshan once, and Vilamangal said, I don't want to see anything else. They don't want to see anything else because the form of Krishna is so beautiful. The form of Govinda is so beautiful. There's not even any desire left to see anything else after taking darshan of Govinda. Such beautiful form of Govinda is like this. The deities are so beautiful. The grace, the beauty effulging from the body is like the essence of all grace and beauty. Such a beautiful form is of God. Even
प्रभु की कृष्ण के ऐसे रूप दर्शन करने के लिए
to take darshan of Krishna like this, even his own incarnations are like hankering to take darshan of the main Krishna.
बात सही है
See,
हैं?
even the own incarnations of Govinda.
वासुदेव को चतुर्भुज में जो द्वारका में जो चतुर्भुज
So in Dwarka, the Chaturbhuj form, Vasudev,
वासुदेव संकर्षण प्रद्युम्न
Sankarshan, Pradyum, Anirudh,
वासुदेव कृष्ण का ये गोविंद के इतने सुंदर रूप ब्रजेंद्र संतन इतना रूप even संत छोटी
they are all hankering to take darshan of the Krishna of Vraj.
वासुदेव को
Like even
और भी छोटे कृष्ण स्वयं
even Krishna himself,
अपने रूप के परछाई को देख
sometimes he's seen his own shadow and a reflection in the mirror, and he faints sometimes. Once upon a time, Mother Yashoda,
ताजे ताजे मक्खन को जो है
he made a very fresh butter. She made very fresh butter, and she put it in a mud pot.
छोटा बालक को
Little baby Krishna came.
जिस घड़ा में मक्खन रखा है
He came near the pot of butter.
ब्रजवासी के घर होते हैं ना
There's house of Brajavasis. There are like some darkness. Like there's no so much lights like this.
माने लाइट नहीं चलता है
There's not so many lights there.
जानना होता है ना छोटे छोटे जानना होता
They have like little kind of lanterns.
है अभी ब्रजवासी के घर तो देखा ब्रजवासी देखेंगे ब्रजवासी के घर कहाँ पे कोई
You have not seen a Brajavasi, so how will you see the house of a Brajavasi? So you can see in villages. In Indian villages you can see.
घर में थोड़ा अंदर रहता है माँ यशोदा ने क्या किया घड़ा
What did Mother Yashoda do?
मक्खन रख दिया
She put that pot of butter and the little Krishna Gopal.
ठुमक करके चलना शुरू किया
He started to walk,
है
crawling,
देखो
and he was seeing
गोविंद गोपाल ने क्या कि उस कक्ष में प्रवेश
Govinda. He entered that room where the butter was there.
की अंग के कांति जो है
The glow of body of Govinda.
अंग कांति के द्वारा वो घर
By that room was light up.
निंदित कांति धर्म
The light effulging from the body of Krishna, the little baby Krishna. Such was the grace and beauty of his body. With that, the whole room was light up.
हाथ में तो
Then in hand of Govinda, he's wearing a bangle.
तिलकम ललाट पटुली वक्षस्थले कुस्तुभं नासाग्रे वरमुक्तिकं करते रे वेणु करे कंकणं सर्वांगे हरिचंदन सुरितं कंठे च मुक्तावली भोगोस्त्री परिवेष्टितो विजयते गोपाल चूड़ामणि कृष्ण की स्तुति हो रहा है
The glorification of Krishna is in this
गोविंद
shloka.
के हाथ में क्या है
So in Govinda's hand,
कंगन
there's a beautiful
और
bangle.
उस कंगन के इतने झिलमिल झिलमिल कर रहे
And that is so shiny.
और वो घर इतना तो उजाला हो गया
That room was completely light up.
गोविंद देखने लगे
When Govinda was seeing
कहाँ पर माँ
where is the butter kept by Mother Yashoda. Govind, little baby Krishna was searching for butter in that room.
करके
He was crawling and going around the room,
घर में हाथ ढुकाया हाथ प्रवेश कराया
and he entered his hand into the pot.
मक्खन लिया
He took out the butter. When he was about to eat, what did he see? He saw his reflection in front of like a very beautiful stone, very sharp stone, and Krishna, he saw
इतने सुंदर रूप
the reflection of him. He's like, oh, who is this?
मेरे रूप के इतने सुंदर रूप
Like, oh, such a beautiful person. Who is this?
इस संसार में लोग भी अपने रूप देखते हैं
People in this material world, they do some makeup,
मेकअप करके
cosmetics, and they see in the mirror,
दर्पण से देखते हैं मैं कितना कैसे
oh, how beautiful I am. People do this.
किंतु गोविंद की जो परछाई है कहाँ
The
पर
reflection of Govinda, it was on a beautiful stone. When Govinda was like, oh, who is this beautiful person?
है गोविंद के मन में आनंद होता है
Govinda was feeling so blissful.
आलिंगित कर लीजिए
He tried to embrace himself.
बाल गोपाल की कथा सुना
But I was telling about little baby Krishna, so
कृष्ण ने मक्खन उठाया
Krishna took out his butter, he was about to eat, and he saw the reflection was also eating, trying to eat the butter. Gopal said, oh, keep quiet.
हाथ भी ऐसे करने नहीं
Don't do.
कृष्ण कहने लगे तुमको मैं मक्खन देता हूँ
Krishna said, I will give you some butter. Don't tell Mother Yashoda,
चोरी कर रहा हूँ
because I am stealing for the first time.
और पहली बार नहीं पकड़ जाए
And if first time I'm caught, then
गड़बड़ हो जाएगी
it will be big problem.
कृष्ण जैसे जैसे बोले सब
Krishna,
हो गया। क्या बोलते हैं?
the reflection was doing the same what Krishna was doing.
जैसे कृष्ण होंठ उठा
The Krishna was moving his lips, the reflection was moving his lips.
वो परछाई भी ऐसे कर रहे कृष्ण जैसे हाथ को ऐसे लगा
And Krishna was moving his hand like this, the reflection was also leaving. Krishna was thinking, this is my friend. So Krishna was interacting with his own reflection and speaking to him. Don't tell Mother Yashoda. You can take some butter. Krishna was about to eat butter. Then he was also about to eat the butter. The reflection said, he said, no, don't say. Don't say to Mother Yashoda. In the meantime, Mother Yashoda, she entered the room. And Krishna, he saw Mother Yashoda and he became afraid and scared. And on his mouth, there's some butter on his lips. And Krishna, he cleaned the butter from his lips quickly. And the butter is white. There was some of butter left on the Krishna's face. Mother Yashoda said, what are you doing? Gopal said, oh, look. This, my friend is eating the butter. I told him that I will tell Mother Yashoda. And see, my friend is eating. Then how this butter come on your lips? Mother Yashoda asked to Gopal, tell me then, how there is butter on your lips? He said, Krishna said, no, I did not want to eat. This, my friend, he forcefully put this butter on my lips to trap me. Then Mother Yashoda told Gopal, I saw everything. So Krishna was blaming his reflection. Such beautiful pastimes are of little baby Krishna. Such a beautiful prayer. So Krishna in the house of Brajvasis, he's doing so sweet pastimes. Everybody sees the pastime, sees Govinda. If one day a Brajvasi does not, if Govinda does not come to their house, the Brajvasis go to Mother Yashoda and they complain, oh Mother Yashoda, where is their Gopal? He did not come to our house. And if Krishna goes, then also they complain, oh Yashoda, your Gopal came and he stole butter from our house. My little child was sleeping. Gopal pinched them. Gopal pinched my little child. He frees our calf and our cows. And when we go to catch the cow, Krishna, he enters our house. And at that time, with his friends, he steals the butter from our house. If there is no good butter in someone's house, then Krishna, he also leaves his stool and urine in that house. This is also coming in scriptures. He becomes angry and he leaves his stool and urine in the house. Like a little baby, as you see here in this world. Like such a little baby, Gopal is doing pastime. Like an ordinary human child, he's doing this pastime. He knows everything, but he's acting like a little unknowledgeable newborn baby. Brahma, big demigods, they worship the lotus feet of him. He's the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He's not an ordinary. He's the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But here in Vraj, in different moods, he's manifesting the divine mellows. He's bound by their love. And he's performing the pastimes. There's like a black bee. A black bee can make a hole in the wood and cross it. There's a very hard, strong tree. It's like iron. There's in Bengal, there's a tree. The wood is very hard. Like iron. It's like a very strong wood. It's like iron. Like people used to make house of that, and it's like for 500 years the wood stays. Like 100-200 years that wood is strong. So such strong wood like iron, a black bee, what he do? He also pierces that, also makes a hole in that strong wood, but that same black bee, when he goes and drinks nectar on the lotus, when after sunset the lotus closes, the black bee cannot come out from the lotus. All night The black bee has to stay inside that lotus. Early in the morning, when the lotus opens, then the black bee comes out. See, the black bee is capable to make a hole in a such strong wood, but he cannot come out from a soft lotus. They cannot. Why? Because they are drinking the sweetness nectar from the lotus. After drinking that, all his body gets intoxicated by the kind of sweetness of the lotus. What is the meaning? In the same way, God, He knows everything. He defeated big warriors like Jarasan, many. In Nursing Avatar, He defeated Hiranyakashipu. God is same. He's one. In Nursing Incarnation, He killed Hiranyakashipu. In Varaha Avatar, in Varahadev, He killed Hiranyaksh. Hiranyakashipu. In Ram Incarnation, He killed Ravan, Kumbhakaran. See, so powerful. In that same Krishna, God is one. In Brajavasis, Krishna is bound by the love of Brajavasis, and he accepts the bondage by their love. He's completely bound in the love of Mother Yashoda, and he's also tied with the love of gopis. No, Radha Damodar, one is Yashoda Damodar and one is Radha Damodar. Mother Yashoda, with the rope she tied Krishna. She tied Krishna, and Srimati Radhika with the flower garland. Srimati Radhika also tied Krishna. So beautiful lila is this. Like a normal person, Krishna is accepting his fault and apologizing to the Radha and gopis. He's rubbing his nose on the ground, holding his ears and asking them for forgiveness. Oh Radhe, put your lotus feet on my head. Such beautiful pastimes are these. So Jayadev Goswami is writing this. Gita Govinda, the invocation slok, it is coming in Mangalacharan. If you want to cleanse your heart, if you want to get your heart absorbed in bliss in the mellows of Prem, if you want to have develop some taste towards Srimati Radha and Krishna's art forms and leelas, then Jayadev Goswami is saying these beautiful poems in Gita Govinda are so blissful. They are so blissful. The Gita Govinda is like the bliss is manifested in a book. Gita Govinda is such a beautiful scripture. It's so unique and unparalleled. There's Jagannath that we see. Jagannath will not sleep. He will not sleep without hearing Gita Govinda. Even till now in Jagannath Puri there is a rule. Even till now in temple of Jagannath, when there's time of the closing the temple, the artists come and they perform Gita Govinda in front of the deities of Jagannath, and they have different Gita Govindam songs that are recited in different season and days. We don't know how to read and do anything. Whatever we see, we speak. Okay, God accepts our mood. But they are expert. That you should do kirtan of this in this season. In this season, you have to do kirtan of this poem. So it's specific to time, days, and season. God is mercy. We say, We don't have any musical knowledge. We don't know anything. God says, no problem, I accept your mood, God says. Vishnu, you say Vishnavi or Vaishnava? God accepts. Because he's Bhavagrahi Janardana. But in Jagannath Puri, you can go. In Jagannath temple, you can see around 12 or 1 a.m. when Thakurji is about to sleep. He lies down. And the Devdasis, the servants of the demigods, they come and they dance and they recite Gita Govindam. Then Thakurji sleeps. Without Gita Govindam, he cannot sleep. Such beautiful music, with such beautiful music and rhythm, they perform Gita Govindam. Thakurji takes rest for 3 hours. How many hours Jagannathji take rest? 3 hours, not a lot of time. We sleep for 10 hours, 6 hours. We sleep at 10 and then we wake up at 10. After 12 hours we sleep. Thakurji sleep for how long? See, Thakurji is so beautiful and he's giving darshan. He takes darshan of everybody and he gives his darshan to everybody. Thakurji, why is he doing this? Because Thakurji, they have no eyelids. There are no eyelids. So if there's no eyelids, then how will you close the eyes? Devotee said, Thakurji, why are you not sleeping? Thakurji said, I sleep. How do you sleep? Because you need eyelids. Thakurji said, I don't have eyelids. So how can I close my eyes? Lila is like this. Bihari Lal ki jai. I'm so much absorbed while speaking. Harikatha, I missed the time. The lila of Thakurji is so sweet. The lila of Thakurji is so sweet. Jai Jagannath. The hand of Thakurji is like, oh, everybody come to me, come to me. His name is Jagannath, the owner, the king of all world. Bhakti-marga Puri Goswami Maharaj is saying, some play flute, some play this, and Jagannathji, he's like opening his arms and inviting everyone to embrace. Like father and mother say, oh, come and embrace me. So Jagannath is like this. He's calling his devotees. Oh, Thakurji, why do you have your hands like this? Jagannathji said, I'm the Jagannath. They all are like my children. Like you have children? Like, oh, children come and hug me. Like, oh, my child, come to me, embrace me. And then you open your arms like this. When that comes to you, then you lift up your child and you embrace your child. So Thakurji is also doing this. Jagannathji said, these all are like my children and I'm inviting everybody to embrace me. Everybody take Mahaprasad. Jai. Jai Shri Radhe.
Tai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. कल दोपहर का प्रोग्राम नहीं है ना? Pardon? Tomorrow. तो इधर भी एक जगह कर देते हैं, अच्छा रहते ना, कोई काम तो नहीं.
So Gurudev is discussing to maybe organize a fire sacrifice tomorrow. I am always ready to speak Harikatha. If someone comes to me, I do not leave them. I speak Harikatha. We go for morning walk, we come speak Harikatha, 2 hours Harikatha, then Harikatha again. Then they ask questions, and there's so much Hari
हाँ,
Katha.
बंद नहीं होता है।
Very nice. I am always ready to speak Hari Katha.
11 बजे बैठ जाते हैं 2 बजे तक।
Then we sit at 11, 10 or 11 o'clock till 2 p.m., 3 p.m. We speak Katha.
11 बजे से लेकर के 2 बजे
11 to 2. Then 2:30 there is Hari Katha. Then 6 p.m., 7 p.m.
दूसरे के घर में
we go for house program. There is also again Hari Katha. Very nice.
कथा कोई बैठ जाए तो कथा बोलना चाहिए।
If I sit, I want to speak Hari Katha. What is the job of a sadhu?
जैसे काम है
Like a businessman, they are waiting for customers.
साधु को ही काम होता है।
Sadhu is also like this.
साधु के काम है कोई सुनने वाले
If sadhu finds someone who listens, not even who listens, if someone just sit in front of him, because everybody don't want to listen.
साधु के काम है कोई बैठने वाला हो जाएगा।
Even if someone's there to sit, that is enough.
बैठने वाला को सुनो ना सुनो तो कोई बात
Listen or not, that is another subject. But just sit in front.
नहीं, बैठ जाएगा।
If someone just sit in front, we say like this now.
काम है कोई
Yes, sadhu needs someone who can sit.
है तो अपने आप
Then they keep on speaking Hari Katha.
तस्में मान मुकरिदा मुदुबी चरित साधु का ही काम है। साधु का कोई काम नहीं।
The sadhu is like this.
कथा सुनने वाला नहीं हो।
If there is nobody to listen Hari Katha, maybe there will be someone sitting. I don't say anybody listen, just sit.
क्या बोला? बैठने वाला
If someone is sitting in Hari Katha, that is enough.
है। सुनने वाला कहीं मिल जाए सब कुछ हो जाएंगे। सुनने वाला से क्या होता है वो? सुनने वाले सुनने क्या बोले?
So person who actually tries to listen, they fall asleep. You can sleep.
बैठ जाओ तो हम कहते हैं
No sleep, just sit. And he is someone who sits.
कौन बोले? दादाजी बोले। हैं? नहीं ठीक से आपसे स्वयं करो। राधाजी
You listen from so Krishna is saying,
कृष्ण करे राधे तुम्हारे
Radhe,
यमुना की चलती चल यमुना की
you're walking on the banks of Yamuna.
राधे के चरण में बालू लगे।
There's some sand, dust
तो राधा कृष्ण
on the feet of Srimati Radhika. So Krishna is saying,
में जो धूल लगे
Radhe, please let me clean this sand and clean your lotus feet.
राधा हाँ, ठीक से सुनो। मैंने आपको पैर को मैं साफ कर देता हूँ।
Let me clean your feet.
सबको मैं साफ कर दूँ। राधा जी को मना कर दी।
Radhaji said no.
तो कृष्ण बार-बार करने
Krishna is, after Krishna insisted again and again, Radhaji is saying, why do you no?
कृष्ण करें क्यों मना क्यों करें?
Krishna is saying, why are you saying no? Radhaji is responding, look, this sand. What about this sand? If someone just takes shelter of my lotus feet, meaning this dust took shelter of the lotus feet of Srimati Radhika, right? So how can I put it away from me?
इसलिए वो पद करता है ना कहते ना राधे तेरे चरण
So there's a Braj Kirtan. Oh Radhe, please let me become the dust of your lotus feet. There's a Kirtan in Hindi.
चरण के धूल बन जाओ।
Please let me become the dust of your lotus feet. If you become that, then you will never leave me.
राधे तेरी चरणों की कितना सुंदर है ब्रज की कितना कितना हैं? आप बताओ।
Braj Kirtans are so beautiful.
मेरे पास बैठ जाओ केवल सुनो नहीं सुनो बैठ जाओ तो वो रात 2 बजा देंगे।
If you just sit in front of me, whether you listen or not, I will speak till like 2 a.m., 3 a.m. at night. I just need someone who sit in front of me. And I speak Hari Katha,